it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first, and they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone, but I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. Maybe there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rides the back on the option to give.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He's got great speed. But they finally stop him, and he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you can tell. Good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11th.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive play.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Rush is on him. Right man on the right. That's the kind of play that
receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested in watching. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Hoosiers in the hurry up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, makes Morris. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Henderson. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Sure hands. It's Kane. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense running with the football?
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Knight. They go to the wide receiver screen. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Strike zero here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force them into the
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Touchdown, Auburn. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got a little space, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Good quickness to grab it off the balance. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Turns it loose deep. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing or their rhythm. Can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the ground from the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to confront them.
Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Oh! I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on second down. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. And the return man is stopped, but now we'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you're just pounding down the throat in second down?
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The running back has it. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Finds his man. It's Coleman.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a win. To allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. He's going to fire deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing this out.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And it slipped through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The gift to the back. They'll give him a couple that rush in the 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about in halftime. I'm coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game of divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the first down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. I'd be interested to see what they do to try to change it up and somehow.
Intercepted. The defense is sound. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Back to throw, it's Knight. Going for it. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of a loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update. update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides the back and leaps on. Rides his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out number 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Pick off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Punts it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down. With a good gain on that play. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. They haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And he was hit just as he released it and falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line is set on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board. Earlier this time, a 38-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Spins away from the defender. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the back. Not enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First half of this drive will come from their own 32. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll ride the hot hand. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
With the catch, it's Coleman. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Catch in the middle, it's Morris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's
nowhere to go the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250.
Makes the grab, past the marker. They knock him down, but not before he picks up the first down for Auburn. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
To the air, it's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air.
seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And you want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for his second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
This part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure we're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
He stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down for a quick contact. A quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Throws toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His third interception. exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Knight. Completes it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.